Hey YouTube, what's up? It's Dr. Lowwhat here with a Frog Monarch profile for the September 2011 ban list. Most of you guys are like, what? I thought the ban list killed that deck. Well, I'm not gonna lie, it did hurt. But, I mean, that's what people said about Black Wings when Kalut went down to 1. And, I mean, that's what they said about Black Wings when Whirl went down to 1. And then they just kept hitting him and kept hitting him and kept hitting him and kept hitting him, and they were still good. I mean, the deck is still good, it's just not as broken. So, let's start off. We still have our 3 Kaias. I mean, one of the coolest +1s in the game. It's just nice. Well, it's not a +1 unless you have Treeborn or something engraved. Ryza, Kaius' partner in crime. I mean, kind of the same thing. That one removes, this one top decks. It's nice. Dark Death Spirit, I mean, what can I say? I mean, tribute set, flip, boom, 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 boom. If you tribute set, it's immune to warning, and if you just boom, then you can blow everything up and just hit for 22. Your turn. It's your choice. And then 2 Lad. I mean, Lad is just freaking busted. Just like a potential +4. He's so good. He's just so good. I mean, your opponent goes out of their way to just neg themselves and eventually end up killing him. And whenever you do, you just get back a Monarch. So it's really good. 3 Swap Frog. Use your 3 Swap Frogs to dump your Ronin Totem and your 2 Treeborn Frogs. And Treeborn Frog is the tribute engine of the deck. You run Gores, and then another kind of tribute slash OTK stopper engine is Battle Fader. It's a nice card. Totally, like if your opponent just goes all out, overextends, and tries to kill you, you just go Battle Fader. And then the next turn, you just go sack for Kaius, remove something, attack, and all your momentum is just gone. And then 2 Valor. Thinking about replacing these with Max C's. I don't know. And then another superstar of this deck, Tengu. Tengu's really good. I like Tengu. Nice. You just sack over him, and then another one pops out. So it's cool. And then just because you want to, you can run some plant stuff. Thinking about taking the Dandy out. I don't know. Dandy doesn't really do too well here because you don't run Debris Dragon. You don't run stuff like that. You don't run any milling. Thinking about taking it out because the only way it's really good is with Foolish Burial. Or if you just get unbelievably lucky and mill it with a glow-up bulb. And then Sangan. Now into spells, your staple spells. Dark Hole, Heavy, Reborn. Just staples. And then 2 MSTs, what can I say? Also, I need another Ultra. I would bump MST up to 3 if I could. Foolish, 1 for 1, and then Pot of Avarice. I mean, what can I say? Super busted, just awesome. And here's where the trolls are going to start. Dun 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 dun. Yes, only 2 Econ and 1 Soul Exchange. I run 9 tributes total. That's including Lad. So, Soul Exchange, you keep it in your hand when you need an out. You don't just use it, you keep it for when you need it. When something like Banisher of the Radiance hits the field and you don't want to bring your Treeborn out because you don't want it to be removed from play, that's when you use it. And then Econ. You don't use Econ all the time because it does get cloggy. Because what do you use in this deck? You use Monarchs. What do Monarchs do? They neg your opponent field advantage. For every single Ryza, for every single Kaius, especially if you bring out Dark Dust. They're not going to have monsters on the field. Not only that, but why do you want to just, why do you want to take their monster and... I mean, yeah, you want to take their monster and sack for it, but I'd much rather, save this in my hand for when I actually need it. I'd much rather just, bring out my dude and sack and then top deck or attack over the other, you know? I mean, what are the odds of them having 2 cards that a Monarch can't get over? I mean, they're usually going to have maybe one that a Monarch can't get over, and with that one, you just either top deck it or remove it. That's why I don't run these, because I save these. I don't just automatically, whenever I draw them, I just use them. I save them. And, I mean, also, I wanted to incorporate Tengu because of the loss of Fishborg. And the only way to incorporate Tengu was to take out 2 of these and 1 of these. So, yeah, that. And then on to extra and side deck. Extra deck, you're not running Fishborg anymore, but you can still go into Formula because you got the plants. Armory Arm, Cathaster, Librarian. I'm not quite sure why this is in here. It's pretty much just in here because I don't have a Levy or Dragon. Gaia 9, I mean, it gets over Stardust. It's a 26 beater. We don't have Goyo anymore, so he's what we use. Yeah, I know, right? I just made a Goyo reference. Seems like it was forever that people were playing Goyo. Brio, he solves the issues that a lot of people have. Archfiend, he's nice. I like him. Black Rose, when you need a nuke, you just use him. Stardust, he's nice. Colossal, Scrap Drago, I mean, it's just what you use. I mean, I remember one time, it was really funny. I was playing this Ancient Gear guy. It was really funny. I had 2 warriors in my graveyard, and I summoned out Colossal. And this was way back in the day. I think it was like freshman year of high school. And I was just like, because he had like 3, no, he had 2, it was either 2 or 3 Ancient Gear Gadgetrons on the field. And I had 2 warriors engraved. And so I was just like, attack, die, bring it back. Attack, die, bring it back. Attack, die, bring it back. 3,000 direct. The guy, like, almost rage quit Yu-Gi-Oh! Because of how busted this guy is. It was, like, right when he came out, too. Trishula, because it's just incredible. Not only that, but you make Trish plays so easy in this deck. Oh my god, it's just so easy. Especially with your formula, especially with your Monarchs at 6 stars. And with a freaking Gores, it's not even funny how easy you can make a Trish with Gores. You just bring back Treeborn Frog and then normal a Glow Up or normal a Spore and just... It's so good. Mistworm, because you don't have your second Trish anymore. And not only that, but Mistworm is good in certain situations, especially when your opponent has like 2,000 life points left. So many people overlook Mistworm. It's not even funny. They just like completely just dismiss it like out the window. I remember one time at locals, Mistworm won me the game. The guy had like 2,000 life points left and 3 cards on the field. He had a Mirror Force and a Raikou set. And had I gone for Trish, I would have either removed the Mirror Force, the Raikou, or the other face down, which I think was like a Pot of Avarice. But instead, I summoned Mistworm, bounced all 3, attack for game. It's just, I mean, that's what's up. And 1 Shooting Star. Now, onto side deck. Side deck, because there's going to be a lot of special summoning this format, you run 2 of these. And in fact, I'm thinking about taking out my 3rd Ryza for one of these. Also, just because this deck hates traps, you run 2 Jinzos. And Jinzo is just baller. I love Jinzo all over the place. He's so good. DD Warrior Lady. If you don't know how good this card is, oh my god, you just need to learn. You just set this girl, they attack, and then it's just all over. Not only that, but I mean, you can just normal summon, attack, and remove any problematic cards. It's so good. And not only that, but this deck's toughest matchup, GBs. This card just shits all over them. You just set, they attack with their Laquari. Oh, you don't get to tag out. Instead, your bitch is removed. You run this guy because a lot of people are going to side in DD Crow against you, and this almost always comes in game 2. And then the cards that all of you were bitching about that I should run at 3, I keep them in the side deck. 2 Soul Exchanges and a 3rd Econ. Keep the Soul Exchanges in the side deck because they almost always come in game 3. Because people like to remove my freaking Treeborn Frog. I hate it. And then, of course, your staple traps. Oh yeah, and Pulling the Rug is going to be really good this format because of offering gadgets. And then, of course, just, I mean, this because it's so good. Chain Disappearance is just incredible. Love it.